This daily practice has brought me more inner peace than I could have ever imagined. And even when I was a few days away from being homeless, kept me calm, focused, and appreciating the world literally no matter what was happening. I was almost homeless in a foreign country 3 days away, and I should have been freaking out. Every logical part of my brain said, you should be freaking out right now. But instead, I felt calm. I felt peace. And it's all thanks to the power of now and this exercise, which is the inner body meditation or the body scan meditation. So today, in this video, I want to quickly walk you through my experience with this, why it works, what are some of the effects, and also add a guided meditation towards so you can experience it yourself and you can come back to this whenever you want to practice. So the inner body meditation is something very interesting, and it was my least favorite part of the book, The Power of Now. You see, back in 2021, I hired a productivity coach, and as a gift, as an onboarding gift, he gave me this book, The Power of Now. And I read the first few pages and I immediately fell in love, and I immediately knew that this is how I want to live. This is how I want to experience the world. However, I knew that if I just read this book once, I'm never gonna get there. It's gonna be like, yeah, cool, that was a fun book, it was a nice book, it made me feel kind of nice, but nothing's changed in my life. So I decided to read the book 10 times in the next year. And I did that. And I read the book at first, really, I carried it literally everywhere with me. And anytime I would have like a 5-minute break at work, I would read a few pages. In the mornings, I would read a few pages. In the evenings, I would read a few pages. I carried that book everywhere with me for like 5 or 6 months. And I read it maybe 6 times over the next 6 months. And then a little bit less later on. And I still come back to it to this day. And this is 4 or 5 years later. And the reason is because it really works for me. And I understand that I need reminders and practice. Now, when it came to the chapter of the inner body for the very first time, I thought, man, that can't be real, that can't work. And it didn't really work for me at first. I tried to practice the meditations and it just didn't work. I wouldn't feel anything, I couldn't access any of the deeper inner world that he was talking about, and I was getting a little bit frustrated at first. But you know what, again, because I said, I'm going to commit to this, I'm going to live this no matter how long it takes. So I went on and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and I started feeling my skin a little bit more, and I started by just being able to feel a little bit of my fingers and a little bit in my feet, and then it expanded. And over time, when I was doing this really consistently, it's just gave me these beautiful experiences where the world completely disappeared and I felt like I'm one with life, one with the universe, and the experience of oneness, that was absolutely incredible, and it blew my mind, and it brought me this amazing inner peace. Now, what's even more, that it translated into just my normal life. I felt like that more even when I was just living life, not doing a meditation. And it started kind of leaking over, and I started riding my bike in a more meditative state and feeling my inner body while riding my bike, or feeling my inner body while typing, or feeling my inner body while talking to somebody. It made my conversations better, it made my life better, it made everything better the more I practiced it. So that's been my experience. At first, I didn't believe in it really, it didn't work for me, I couldn't really feel anything. But because I stuck with it, I started to see the results, and they were massive results. Like I said, even a few days away from being homeless and being absolutely calm and feeling inner peace and enjoying the life and the world without freaking out, that's mind-blowing to me. I used to have severe social anxiety. I used to be freaked out all the time. I would look over my shoulder just to make sure that nobody's out to get me. And so, if you don't know what the inner body meditation is yet, it's really simple. You sit down and you feel into your body. You give your attention into your body. Now, the big difference here is that, a lot of the times people talk about feeling your emotions. Now, that never really made any sense to me. And I discovered that the secret here is that you don't want to feel your emotions, you want to feel your sensations, the physical sensations, the tingling, the warmth, the heaviness, the tightness, the looseness, whatever it is that your physical skin or physical body, your muscles or your organs, what is that sensation that you're experiencing? And I found that really valuable and really powerful. So I want to give that to you as well. So what you do during this exercise, and you'll do this with the guided version, you scan through your body. Sometimes you can start at the top. I like to start on the bottom because my feet are usually very sensitive to this, and I can feel my feet quite more than any other part. My hands, my fingers. So I will start there, and progressively you change the body part that you give your attention to. So you feel the sensations in your feet, and then you feel the sensations in your lower legs, and then upper legs, and then your chest, your abdomen, your chest, and you scan through your body. And what happens is, at first it's kind of weird and difficult, and you can only feel a little bit at a time. But the more you do it, the more you stack it on, and towards the end, whether it is 5 minutes or 15 minutes, it will become faster and easier for you the more you practice it. When you do that, you get to the point where you can feel all of it at the same time. And that's where this beautiful inner world starts to open up. And the science behind this, for us nerds, is that your prefrontal cortex starts to shut off. Because you're giving so much attention and so much energy into other parts of your body, less blood. We can literally control this, right? Consciously. And the more you practice, again, the better you become at this. So less blood starts to flow to the prefrontal cortex, which is the front part of your brain. And that means it starts to shut off, which the front part of your brain is what's responsible for states like the flow state, where the sense of time starts to disappear, the sense of self, right? This is the part of the brain that calculates and understands, this is me, this is the other world, this is my sense of self, this is my sense of time. And when that part of your brain isn't active, you experience something called timelessness, something called oneness. And these are actual terms that you can do deeper research on if you want. This happens in flow, and you've experienced this maybe when you've played a video game, for example, or when you get so deep into scrolling that time doesn't exist and you don't exist. You're so focused and so sucked into the scrolling experience, or into a movie in a movie theater, right? That pretty much you don't exist, because that part of your brain that processes the sense of self is gone. It's inactive or very quieted down. And this is what you can do. Now, the difference is that if you do it with this meditation, instead of projecting your attention into something else, you're giving it to your body, which gives it the ability and the opportunity to replenish, to kick your immune system into a higher gear, to re-alive your cells. And it's really awesome, and it feels incredible, and it gives you all of these effects later on. So this is what I want to give you. I've been practicing this for more than 5 years myself, and other kinds of meditations before then, and it's been a game changer. It's been a life changer for me. So now that you understand what it is and where it comes from, and a little bit more of my experience as well, I want to give you a guided experience. So let's do this. Welcome to a quick RoboHumanist body scan meditation. This meditation is intended to strengthen the connection that you have with yourself. Strengthen the connection that you have with your body, with your hardware, and especially bring you to the present moment, calm down your nervous system, and practice and train you to be grounded, present, and feeling and living with inner peace. So start by gently closing your eyes, take a comfortable position, sitting down or laying down. Take a deep breath. The key to accessing your inner body is the sensations that you feel. Notice that there is a difference between emotions and sensations. Emotions are the labels that we put on what we feel, whereas sensations are the exact physical sensation that you're experiencing. So in this meditation, we will not focus on emotions, but we will focus on sensations. And you can start by putting some attention into your feet and maybe into your fingers, and take a deep breath. And you can start to feel maybe some tingling, or maybe some warmth or cold. So just move all your attention into your feet. Feel the ground underneath your feet. Maybe feel the texture of your socks or the texture of the ground if you have bare feet. Moving on and adding the feelings and sensations of your lower legs, your calves. Feel the tingling and the vibrations, and feel it loosening up as you move on to your knees, and feel your knees. Notice any tightness, any tingling, any cold, any warm, whatever sensations you can feel. Moving on to your thighs. And if at any point some other sensations from any other part of your body start to kick in, just feel those as well. Feel the chair, whatever you're sitting on, or if you're laying down, feel the floor or your bed, making contact with your body. Just immerse yourself in the sensations. Moving on to your belly. Feel the inside and the outside of your belly, of your abdomen. This is where you can start feeling the breath in your belly rising up and down as you breathe. Moving on to your chest. You can add shoulders, you can roll your shoulders a little bit to activate some of the sensations, and now stop movement. Just take it in. Again, just immerse yourself in the sensations of your body. Adding in the arms, whatever tingling or vibrations, warm or cold, you can feel. And you can start to try and encapsulate all of it. Feel your feet, your legs, your arms, your chest, your belly, all at the same time. Now adding in the neck, the back of your head, the top of your head, and the face. Feel any tingling, any sensation, any vibration, any cold or warm, and just immerse yourself with your body. Give your body the attention that it needs to heal, ground yourself, and repair. Feel your heart beating, fast or slow. Take a few deep breaths into your heart and just fully reconnect with your body. And try and hold this attention for as long as you can. I will now just give you some time of silence to fully feel and reconnect with your body. Try and hold your attention just for a little bit longer. Really give yourself and your body the gift of connection. Beautiful. Take it in. And before you return to the real normal world, just express gratitude for your body. Express gratitude for your limbs, for helping you move around. And express gratitude for your organs, for keeping this machine going. Express gratitude for your brain, for your heart, for your liver, for your kidneys, for your lungs, for every nerve cell and every blood vessel. Express gratitude for your immune system, for fighting off all the intruders at all times. Express gratitude for your senses, that you can experience the world. You can slowly open your eyes. Look around. Keep your meditative calm state as you look around and reconnect with the external world. Say thank you one last time. And go do whatever else you're supposed to do.